Afternoon, boys, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Okay. Right, today our lesson is on prepping for a career in sport. Okay? Sweet. Right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go over the whole lesson just quickly, just briefly. So I've already sent you the lesson plan, and I've sent you a PowerPoint with extra information about the lesson just to give you further knowledge on what we're doing.
Yeah.
Alright? So first of all, I'm going to start with an introduction. I'm going to go over the topic, the lesson outcomes, and I'm going to give you an example which will go on to the main activity and just give you a brief idea of what we're going to be doing and what I want to get out of this. Okay? Then we'll go to the main activity. You'll do what you do. I'll go in more detail like soon once we've done the introduction. And then we're going to conclude with just questions on how the lesson went and whatnot and all of that, and it's on the PowerPoint, it's on slide 7, and it will just I'm gonna put that in your hands so you can go over the lesson as well as me, and then we can help each other out. Alright, sweet. So the learning outcome, so the overall learning outcome is to describe and recognise opportunities in the effects of trends in sport, what the trends have on opportunities for jobs. Okay, right, so first of all, both the lesson outcomes 1 and 2 recognise the employment opportunities and trends in sport and physical activity, and describe the impact of current trends on employment opportunities in sports and physical activity. Right, so an overall trend for football and rugby would be a World Cup. So when there's a World Cup, it entices people, gives them a buzz, makes them want to get active and work within them sports. It just gives them a complete buzz. But trends now, at the moment, so Premier League clubs, Championship clubs, all do this thing called kicks. And it's a thing where all the kids from the community can go and play football for free, but there's coaches, and it gives them an opportunity to coach as much as possible and get as much experience as possible. And that's a great way to catapult them into the professional game just by working with the kids. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Right. So I've given you that little example of just an idea. So in the main lesson, we're going to be going over the lesson outcome 2, which is describing the impact of current trends on employment opportunities in sport and physical activity. So you can use any sport or any type of physical activity, just be creative, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes to work with your partner, and you just come up with a little presentation on the lesson outcome. And yeah, so just be confident, be creative, and let me see what you can come up with. But first of all, I'm going to give you a few examples on what you can talk about. So you can talk about the rise in obesity and what that can bring within gyms, etc. Developments in technology, so whatever that brings. Economic developments, so all the facilities and all of that sort of stuff, like the gyms, the equipment, so just be creative with that. And then the funding. So the funding is probably the most important thing, because it gives money to the industry and it helps the economy overall as well. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes just to go over with your partner the little presentation, then you can give it to me and I'll give you feedback accordingly. Okay? Have you got any questions on that?
No.
Is that okay for you, yeah?
That's okay, thanks.
Okay, cool. Great. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Let me time that on my phone.